Okay, before, what you would have said is it had 7 total carbons. You would have called it heptane, wouldn't you? Yeah. Heptane? Okay, now they don't do that, okay? They don't do that because there's too many heptanes. So here we go. What's the longest parent chain you can get here? It has 6, and they're all single bonds, right? So we know that the name is actually going to be hexane. The last thing out of your mouth is the word hexane, because that's my parent chain. Now, what did you call this? If it's not part of the parent chain, what do you call it? It starts with a B.
Beautiful. Methane?
Methyl. No. What do you call it when it comes off of the parent chain? Is this a straight chain molecule or is this a branch molecule? Branched. Okay, so guess what? The longest parent chain is 6, but this is a branch, and it's right. It's a methyl branch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I know I'm going to call it methylhexane. That, remember, hex is 6, methyl is 1 more, that's 7. That's how I get my 7 carbons in, isn't it? Now, is this the only place that you could have put that branch?
Yep.
And this is where organic 2 is more thinking. There's more thinking involved. Could I put this methyl branch right here?
No.
Could I go like this? No, that's not a branch. That's a bend, isn't it? That's not a branch. Could I put it here? No. Could I put it here?
Yeah.
Yes. And would that have been the same chemical as if I put it here?
No.
No. And what about here? And so, I'm sorry, here, I mean. Now I gotta be careful. If I put it here, that's the same as I put it here. Look, second carbon. So if I put a branch here, it's the same as here. If I put one here, it's the same as what? Here. All right, so here we go. We're ready. I have to tell you where that branch is. And so they decided they want to try to use the lowest numbering system they can. If I go from this direction, 1, 2, 3, then I would call it 3-methylhexane. That means the methyl branch is a number 3 carbon, isn't it? What if I went this way? 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 4-methylhexane. So which one do we name it? And they decided they always wanted to keep the number system low as they can. So you can't call it 4-methylhexane. It has to be called 3. Okay, so let's take a look. The parent chain has 6 carbons in it, hexane. The branch was methyl, and the branch is located at carbon number 3. So the final name is 3-methylhexane. Okay, now you're going to catch on. We just started, okay? We just started this. Let's go down here. Let's see if you can try to find this one. Everybody try to find the longest parent chain for this guy right here. What's the longest parent chain?
6.
Okay, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could have gone either way. Okay, so which way are you going to do? You want? I'm going to try to circle my parent chain. Do you want to go like this?
Yeah.
Okay. And even if I went the other way, I'm still going to get the same name. All right, so what's your parent chain?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so what's the last thing out of your mouth?
Hexane.
It's all single bonds, right? So that's hexane. Now, do you have any branches?
Yes.
Two.
Are they both the same?
Yes.
So do you have methyl? Or more than one methyl? Oh, dimethyl. Now, is this the only way you could have made dimethylhexane? No. So I have to tell you where those branches are. So if you start from down here, 1, 2, 3, it's on the 4th carbon and the 5th carbon. See that branch?
Yep.
It's on the 4th and 5th. I could call it 4, 5. What's the other way? If I start down here, what do I get?
2, 3.
2, 3. So which way are we going to go with?
Smaller ones.
Okay, so we're going to go with this, right? 2, 3, dimethylhexane. What do you think? All right, so I want you to sit with somebody, and I would like you to, I know this is day 1 But I want you to sit with somebody and see if you can figure out, this is a C here. See if you can figure out the names of these, and we'll see how well you do on 5 of them. There's 5 of them to do. Let's see how well you do it.
That's awkward. I feel a little. I have to make.
Let's start naming on.
Alright.
So there's
There's 2 branches.
What's CH? What's that?
Okay.
Oh, where's the
That
cutoff?
it just-
So it would be,
Where's the cutoff? So right here?
so it's pentane.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Die.
Yeah,
Dimethyl.
yeah.
Dimethyl pentane.
So it's on.
Okay, wait.
Let's go. That's the shortest.
It's a good.
Oh, this
Wait,
is
so it's
so
pentane.
easy. Look at that.
That's the last one. It's not the last.
It's 5 or 2, 3 dimethyl.
All single bonds?
Oh, I know, it's so.
Okay, wait, but it's dimethyls too.
And it's.
But, and
two-
it's,
no,
no, 10.
Yeah.
And then the numbers in front of it only means how many carbons it takes to the branch.
So to the.
To the branch, it goes 1, 2, so
Yeah.
it's 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
No, wait.
Scissors.
Ethyl group
Hey, did y'all get 2, 3 as
and the methyl group, so it's
Yeah,
methyl.
okay.
So it's,
Yeah,
um,
to be
So,
careful.
yeah.
There's a methyl and
3, right?
how do we do it? Cause it's, is it methyl?
Okay.
let's say
Yeah.
ethyl,
Yeah.
let's say ethyl, no, we're gonna use number
Okay,
and
we
ethyl
do,
and number than methyl.
Ethyl methyls.
Ethyl.
Three ethyl.
Why would it be di? It would only be two ethyl methyl.
Three ethyl.
Three ethyl.
That one has.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, this is.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Would it be 3, 4 ethyl
You
methyl?
kinda turn it like.
Like actually.
Wait, look, if this is your pyramid, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to regroup.
No.
So 3, 4, 5,
One ethyl is
6.
No, it's.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
My bad.
yeah.
Ethyl, so.
Ethyl methyl pentane.
Is that what?
6, 7.
But it could be either this.
What'd you say?
Which one? Okay.
Oh, we
So,
said,
yeah,
three-
because
we said 3 ethyl, 2 methyl.
Or wait, you got the order.
No.
Oh, well, it could be.
It's the shortest possible. It's the shortest possible, remember that.
But the ethyl group is on 3 no matter which.
Yeah, you're right. 3 ethyl, 2 methyl.
Why would it be 3?
Okay, so there's.
Because it's 1, 2, 3.
branches. So.
So it took.
It's 1, 2,
It's
3.
trimethyl heptane.
Yeah.
It could be
You said try.
No, the ethyl is attached to this.
2.
Yeah, so it'd be
No,
3, 4
yeah.
ethyl.
Yeah, okay, yes.
What did you say?
Yeah, that's what
So
you're
you said 3 ethyl,
Yeah.
2 methyl pentane.
3 ethyl, 2 methyl. Because in the methyl, it is attached 1, 2.
I don't really know which
Oh,
one.
you go the shortest even if it's from the opposite way.
But
Yeah.
there is an ethyl in with it.
Trimethyl, and then it's gonna be 2, 3.
Alright, next one.
Which one?
There's
You did
2
one
on
where
2.
you're not-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
And
this?
then
Oh, it's 7.
So
What's
there's
7?
Yeah,
methyl,
not 2, 2.
That's right.
ethyl,
What's 7?
7 heptane.
Oh.
The last one?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 methyl.
And then
So
Yeah, mine forgot because
you want the lower numbers to be set. What is that?
It's trimethyl, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because it only takes.
Oh, wait.
Oh, isn't that a whole other group?
We did 3,
You're right.
2,
You're
well, we
right.
did ethyls.
Yeah.
Isn't that a?
If we did methyl first, we did
Bentyl?
All of them.
Butyl?
But then, how would it work?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I'm not sure.
That's a good question.
So.
You wanna move on to
What's
D?
that bottom one?
Let's see.
2, 2 methyl way.
See? We got 1,
Is it a
2, 4, 5, 6.
Could it be that?
Oh, wait.
Are you looking at it like, could be a butyl? Is that right?
Wait, you can't like.
Oh, Michaela, you're a genius.
Is it 2?
I know.
Is it 2, 2?
So
Just
this is
figuring out
butyl
which-
bride.
This is
It's
a
all-
Not organic chemistry 1, but organic chemistry 2.
It's 1, 2.
That's right.
Is it butyl?
You're ins- Alright.
We get rid of ash.
Although that wouldn't make sense because that would.
I know that this is the first time you've done this, so I know we're going to tend to make a couple mistakes. That's okay.
So how do we do
And
this?
this one's.
Trimethyl.
There's 2.
Oh, Oh, he probably, so it's not a branch, it would be.
Is it trimethyl then? How you know that it's
You said trimethyl. Is that a branch? No, because the longest chain is clearly a hep. Yeah, we're gonna stick with it.
Trimethyl.
Yeah, I did trimethyl heptane, but I don't know. I guess it would be one comma two.
Yeah.
Or would it be
Oh, I
one,
said
one,
two,
two?
Because it wouldn't be.
You can't have a branch on one. You can't use a one as a branch, because it's a bend. That means you're just bending the corner, so.
So then that'll be.
Wait.
1, 2, 3.
No, it's two, because look, it goes one, two.
Okay.
So would it be two?
Two tri, no, I think it's just two trimethyl.
That's on three.
We freaking done.
Alright, I got.
Let's check our answers.
Am I ready?
Yes.
All right, let's try it.
Wait, can the
Hey,
groups come up and present?
well, how about,
That sounds like a great idea.
okay, you want to do that?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
do that.
All right, so who wants to present number one?
Yes.
Okay, all right, come on up.
We got number two, we got number two. We got number two, we got number two.
Using pen for some
Hey guys, have fun with C, have fun with C.
Yeah, we can call them on.
All right,
Right
everybody.
here, it's on two, so.
All right, hold up. Now, I want you to,
Who do you want to put? Who should we
I
put
don't
on
want to
there?
just hear the answer, I want to hear how you got the answer, so.
Ours
Everybody
are
listen
both
up.
equally. Can you guys read that?
Not
Yeah,
wrong.
go ahead, we're listening.
All right.
We can just say them.
So-
okay, so
You first.
okay.
So-
Wrong.
Sorry. Okay, you do like the.
All right. So our first biggest chain is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is mean the last thing you're going to say is pentane, no matter what.
It's
'Cause
gonna
that's
be
your biggest
pentane.
chain.
Okay. So it's pentane because there's only single bonds, and it's dimethyl because there are two methyl groups left over from the branches. So that's how we came up with dimethyl. If you want to go over the two.
Okay, and then so you have to use the smallest numbers possible. So we're going to count from this way, because that would end up you would get 4, 3 if you did it counting from this way. So you're going to go
Yes.
1, 2. It's on the second one. So your
Yep.
first one is 2, and then your second one is going to
Yeah,
be 3, no
so-
matter what.
So it's 2, 3.
So what's your final answer?
2, 3
dimethyl pentane.
Very good, excellent. All right, next group.
Let's go.
We got this. You guys failed.
Totally playing that.
That's an 8-point.
Alright, put yours up, mine's less neat.
Now, it's very important you listen to everybody
What?
says, because
yours up. I
very
left mine on my
soon,
phone.
this is gonna get very
Mine's a
real
little
for
chaotic.
you. Not today, today's not as real, but
Yeah.
eventually we'll be doing all kinds of
should've put
isomers, trying to name
I
them.
told you.
Well, you bought yours, so I didn't think I needed to bring mine. Okay,
Well, there we
Owen
go.
wrote a little messy, but
Alright, if you can't read it, it's your
Hold up
fault.
Just a little bit on the camera, there you go.
So,
dude,
first we can count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know it's 5. So pentane. That's the last thing that comes out of your mouth.
How do you know you didn't, why not go up, why not, I give you 5 also.
Well, we're straight, so.
What now?
Wait, but why don't you just go down?
you can do it whichever way. It doesn't
We
matter.
just chose how to do it. Like it doesn't matter.
It-
Okay. So you're gonna say pentane, right?
yes. You're going.
Yes,
What do you want me to do?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's pentane.
Because there's 5, so it's pentane. And then one branch, this is ethyl, and then this branch is methyl, so it would be
But then it's off 2 and 3.
yeah. So 2, 3 ethyl methyl pentane.
Okay, 2, 3 ethyl methyl.
Oh no, 2, 3 methyl
we
ethyl.
changed-
Yeah.
Come on, Ellen.
McKinley has said a thing.
I just.
Okay, now this is day one. This is day one. The only problem with that name is if you say 2, 3 methyl
Is it-
ethyl or whatever you said, how do I know where the
It's-
methyl is and how do I know where the
It's
ethyl is?
2 methyl 3 ethyl pentane.
Okay, that sounds good. I think I would say 2. You're right. 2 methyl, 3 ethyl. Okay, everybody get that?
Is there a rule which one you put first between ethyl and methyl?
Okay, good question.
We did great.
Normally, you always start with the branch that's closest to the end, so that's the lowest number you come up with, right? But they also like to be alphabetical. Now, when you start, tomorrow when you bring your books, you're actually gonna see what the author wrote in the book. And you'll see where they try to make it alphabetical also. so in that case, I would probably though, I might go ahead and accept it if you said 2-methyl, 3-ethyl. I think I'd be right, or you say 3-ethyl, 2-methyl. Okay, let's do the next one. Who wants to try the next one? Or you can do the other one. You can do, let's not do D. D is too easy.
Yeah, we'll totally do the one after
Yeah,
that.
D is too
Well, we
easy.
can try both.
Nope.
Everybody know what D is? Everybody know what D
You
is?
guys have
Partner's Day.
You can
Okay, now,
I think I figured it
Parker
out.
would
Hey,
Take
hang on,
this.
hang on, wait a minute. D, we have to be kind of picky on this one because there's all kinds of octanes. So which one do you mean?
Oh boy.
N-octane.
Yeah,
Right, N-octane. So letter D is N-octane.
Oh.
That was
Well.
kind of easy. All right, you have C or E.
Okay, well, you can do. What do we feel like doing?
I say shoot for the stars with C.
C? Okay. E? We'll do E. Okay.
That's a little slanted.
Sorry, I don't write.
So we can't see that.
I can see it.
Can you see it now?
Can you move it up?
So.
Okay, so there's a chain of 4, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 this way.
Or you could do.
So it'd be
another one.
butane is what you write first,
Yep.
and then there's 2 methyl groups coming off of that
So
from a
it's
branch.
2. Do you have to write 2 too? Can't you just say 2 once?
Is that the only way you could make dimethylbutane?
No.
No, you could have had 2 and 3, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So I know it's dimethyl, but you do have to say 2,2, because there's another way to make dimethylbutane.
So
What's your answer?
2,2 dimethyl butane.
Yes.
Yay! I
Alright, you guys
don't
go to the
understand
last
that whatsoever.
Now,
You know, your partner got it right. You were over here telling me to.
I like the fact that we're kind of exploring this without actually reading anything. So pull it up a little bit on the camera. There you go. You put the camera on top of it.
Okay, so we counted 7 carbons in just a straight chain, and then we figured out we have to number it this way so that these things come off on the lower numbers. So we called it 2-dimethyl 3-ethyl heptane.
Wrong.
What do you think?
2-2. 2-2.
Wait.
2,2?
2-2.
2,2, that, so dimethyl?
2-2.
I said 2, 2, 3,
Triethyl.
Ah.
Oh.
So we do have 3 methyl groups, so we are gonna have to use the word trimethyl somewhere.
Okay.
It's fine, it's fine.
That's fine.
That's all right, we're just playing, we're just
I
playing
made us
around
change
with
our
it.
answer.
First day,
Go ahead,
Don't
let's
take
put,
blame.
let's change it to
Doesn't work.
trimethyl.
Organic chemistry
Okay.
It's fine.
Let's go ahead and change it to trimethyl, but what would you,
Play that.
I'm
is there
sorry.
only one way to make a trimethyl heptane? Okay, so therefore, since there's more than one way, I have to be very specific and tell you where those branches are.
2, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That looks good.
Nice.
All right, good job.
There's the charmer.
Yeah,
Yeah, good
you got it.
job.
Where the branches are.
I don't have any comment, is it?
Wait, that was silence.
Parker, shut up. Parker, your comment.
All right.
He's on the dice.
They're like 5.
But it was good though.
Okay, let me have your attention now. We get going here. What I want to show you is that some of the ones we named in Organic Chemistry 1, we actually have to think a little differently now. I remember there was pentane. Remember there was N-pentane, isopentane, and neopentane. You're not going to hear that. You're not going to hear that anymore. So take a look at this one. This guy right here is 5 in a row. That is N-pentane. The N-pentane. So N means in a normal straight chain. Now take a look at this one. Last chapter, the last section, you would have called this isopentane. Okay, we can't call it that way. They don't call it anymore. So what's the longest chain on this?
That would be butane.
Okay, so now it's butane's the last thing out of my mouth, and here is a methyl group, right? Now, is there another way to make methylbutane? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
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 Can't make
Okay, well, first of all, you can't put a branch at the end because that's like turning the corner. It's the same thing. It's part of the parent chain. And if you put it here, that's the same thing.
How did you get it?
If I put it down here, it's the same. It has to do with the second monitor, the resolution. It kicks off every once in a while, but
You
then
should know this.
the one that goes dark and I have to put my code back in,
Yeah.
that's the going to sleep, which they told me they couldn't, they're having trouble fixing that. But all right, one more time. So this is not called isopentane anymore. It's actually called methylbutane. Now, what's interesting is organic chemists are minimalist. Just like when they wanted to write benzene, they just kind of draw a hexagon and put a circle in. They're very minimalistic. And so here, if you wouldn't say to an organic chemist 2-methylbutane, because they'd say, why did you say 2? There's only one way to make it. So I would accept the answer methylbutane or 2-methylbutane. But the 2 is, you wouldn't have to say it because there's only one way to make it. Let's take a look at this one. This was called neopentane before, but now look at it. What's the longest chain here?
3.
So now it's actually propane, and it's dimethyl. And again, these are optional because there's only one way to make dimethyl propane.
So we can still put it, like it's not wrong.
You
to
can,
put it.
yes,
So
Can you stop, please? That was a great question. You can put it, I'm not going to count it off. It's just that if you become an organic chemist, you'll say, wonder why you made me, no. That would be an optional thing there. Okay, don't forget that you eventually have to learn these little things here, so I'm going to just point that out to you again. But let's take a look at the next one. Let's see, no, we did this. Okay, let's do it down here. Let's go to the next page. Now this one, again, he just started, the author just starting out here, so he sees the straight chain here, hexane, and you guys are already past that, so 3-methyl. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to, too easy. Let's go to one that's a little harder. Okay, let's take a look at this one right here. This one, what's the longest parent chain on this one?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to say butane. And then how many branches? So methyl and methyl. So that's dimethyl. And is this the only way you could make dimethyl? This is actually, like I said, when I say it's going to become more real, this is a lot of thinking, but some of you are going to like the thinking part of this. Is there another way to make dimethyl butane?
Yes.
What if I put this over here?
Yeah, 2-2.
That's different, isn't it? And what if I put this though right here?
That's the same.
That's the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so but there is one other way to make this, right? And what if I put here? I'll try to trick you. Okay, can I try to trick you? What if I put this right here? What if I put this right here?
Well, that would be an ethyl group. That wouldn't be a methyl group. So you.
Wait now, we're getting there. Would it be an ethyl group? That's a good question. Because guess what? If I put this carbon here, then watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it would actually be a pentane and a methylpentane, wouldn't it?
You weren't gonna get traced.
So you got to be careful about where you start putting your carbons. Now this one is a little tricky, not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's your butane, and here's a methyl and here's a methyl, and they're on the same as 2,2-dimethyl. Let's go down here. Again, what if you put it here? I was trying to show you that. If you put it down here, you notice that the longest parent chain now is not 4. It actually is 5. Okay. All right. What about this one? What about this one right here? What would you call this?
Cross.
Dimethylbutane.
What is it?
Dimethylbutane.
Okay, now, and again, is that the only way you can make dimethylbutane? So then you have to give me some numbers. So which one is it?
2-2.
Okay, so even though this looks different, it's actually a repeat of this one up here, isn't it? Okay. All right. Let's try, in the remaining time, if you have any kind of paper out, you can use the paper I gave you. I'd like you to, I'm going to cover up the solutions here on the book. and I want you to try to do this right here. So everybody, I want you to draw, and let's just use carbon backbones, okay? You don't have to put the hydrogen. Just put the carbon backbones or put the methyl groups. See if you can draw 4-ethyl, 3,5-dimethyl, no name.
Say that again.
Anybody what no name is?
No name.
No name.
I don't use that. 9. I don't use 9 very often. Let's try it. See if you can draw that. Oh, don't look at my answer over here.
What was the thing?
Oh, I think.
All right, everybody look at it. 4-ethyl, 3,5-dimethyl. That's another weird thing they do. You said alphabetical order. Notice that they put the E before the D. But guess what? They're going with the methyl part, not the di. So they know the branch is an ethyl and the branch is methyl. And so the di, it doesn't count alphabetically. So they put their ethyl before the methyl and the di didn't count alphabetically. That's weird. All right, can you make it?
Yep.
All right, first of all, no name. I would have drawn 9 carbons like that. And then I would have put 3, 5. So I don't care if you started right or left, but 1, 2, 3. There's a methyl there. And then there's a methyl at 5. And then what's at 4? What's
Ethyl.
ethyl? All right, was everybody able to do that?
Yep.
Okay, let's try another one. Let's
I think it's
see.
time for evaluating.
Okay, all right. All right, anyway, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to, this is called Chapter 22. I would like you to start looking at the chapter and bring your books. We're going to be using our books this chapter a little bit more. And it gets into more than just naming.
Mr. Feeney, did I tell you my brother's doing organic chemistry at Vandy?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, now
I'm sure he doesn't know.
he might have a good experience. Like I said, it's a whole year, usually.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I've heard some people that said they did not like it. Some people said they liked it.
I think he likes the labs a lot. I don't know what they are. I haven't talked to him.
The labs are long, and when you do an organic chemistry lab, they're a lot of times more dangerous because a lot of things are very flammable.
Yeah.
So they have to do safety precautions, and some of the labs are the stinkiest labs I've ever done.
I haven't talked to him about how they smell.
Ask him if he's done any that had really bad smells to them.
I will next time I see him.
Okay. Okay.
So I did one of the extra credit things you told me about. But
We did, okay.
Here's that book. I don't know if you want me to like give a little presentation, but I basically just like did the molecule retinol and kind of tied it into like how, because it's like the molecule that helps us like see what colors of light. So this spectrophotometry type stuff.
Ah,
So I took notes on it and
can you
kind
build
of
it?
explain it. Well, I can, yeah, if you want me to. I was gonna.
I think if you build it, build the molecule and give the little report. You can do it whenever you're ready.
Okay, yeah, I'll build it tomorrow before class.
Okay, all right then.
Thank you.
Hey, real quickly, next Thursday is the induction ceremony. So what we need to do is we need to meet with the officers maybe either Thursday or Friday. It could be in the morning or at lunch or we meet the officers for about less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then what we can do is we'll have to have another meeting to figure out who the escorts, who's going to escort who. We have to meet every. Yeah, so the faster we can get the faster we can get this meeting done, we'll say, all right, and then we have to ask Miss Weirdo, what's a good time to have a 10-minute beta club meeting?
Okay.
Yes. Hey, who are you? Oh, just kidding. This is the first time I've seen these people without their mask.
You're starting to make me cry. Come on.
Mr. Beanie, I don't think I have to come in at this school today.
Okay.
We have most of the things done. We said that we talked about.
All right, so you'll be all right? Okay.
May I use the restroom real quick?
Yeah.
No, it's all just gonna be guns.
What are you planning to do?
Y'all, it's about to be
2/22 on 2/22/22.
That's the 8th time.
That's right.
I'm so excited.
I bought this.
Guys, this is a big deal. Very, very big deal.
It'd be better if it's 2/2/2/2/2.
Think about how often that's going to happen in your
I
lifetime.
know.
Right.
None.
That's
It
not
will
going to
never
happen again. That's
This
right.
is the only time.
That's right.
Guys, 2/22/22/22, no, 2/22.
Don't tongue tie yourself.
2022. No, wait.
Wait, we need it to be the
I'm getting this, I'm getting this like
is.
fake or something.
So 2/22.
You just need to get a new.
So 2/22,
Hold on, that one.
22,
I mean, that's fine.
2.
You know, I've been getting ads for that new Samsung and like.
What, the
Why,
Galaxy?
why is that? Is it, why is that?
What are they?
Okay.
If you are on
All right.
the student schedule committee, please go to the forum right now. If you are on the student schedule committee, please head to the forum. Thank you.
There must be a committee of students that are involved in the schedule, and I don't. Yeah.
Can I get some water?
I'm off.
Yeah, hey, I need everybody to come in so I can take attendance. So
I'm here.
it does.
I need to go to the.
Are you on the committee? Okay. All right, everybody, have a seat for just a minute. Let me take attendance, and then I'll tell you what's going on. Okay. All right. How about Jackson? Jackson. There he is. Okay.
No, somebody owes me like $4. Girl, you gotta stop giving people your money. They would be back, huh? Let's see. Or 2.
Okay. Let me talk to you just for a little bit. First of all, with you being ninth graders, I hadn't seen you at all anyway until this year. But now I actually see, for some of you, the first time I see some of your whole face, and that's kind of neat. Even though I'm wearing mine right now, I'll decide when I want to take it off. But anyway, it's really neat to see you. Have you guys noticed a difference? Hey, I haven't seen you since 8th grade. You look different now.
Not really.
No? Okay. But you guys, if you go to lunch, you probably take your mask off and you get to see that. If I don't go to lunch, I don't get it. I never get to see some of you without your mask on. So, okay. I just got back from being. We took a trip down to Texas. I left on Thursday. I got a flight right after school. Came back like at 10:15 last night. So, but my son, his family lives there, and my grandchildren, 2 of them. And so they're very strict on the planes. They talk about, if you are going to eat something, you can briefly take your masks off, and they act like they're pretty strict. But I think they're going to lighten up a little bit. I know the cruise lines have already dropped their mandate. You don't have to wear a mask on cruise lines. So I think probably within a few months, airplanes will probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
But right now, even though we don't have to wear it here at school, be ready. There's lots of places you still have to wear a mask. So. We were down in Texas, and their governor, they pretty much they did not ever mandate masks. And so they've been without masks for a long time. It was a choice. So you can still go to some stores, and they say you have to wear a mask. But I'd say 90% of the people down in Texas they didn't wear masks, I think that, at any time. So one thing, as far as numbers, scientific numbers, young kids probably should have never worn masks. It's shown the numbers are so tiny on how many people that age would get sick, and yet it's actually a detriment for a kindergartner or first grader to, you can't see people's, full face expression. You can't see the teacher's expression. It actually makes teaching different for them. So I think it's been a detriment to them. On high school, I will say though, high school kids are still a little higher number as far as how many of you have gotten it or will get it. But they decided to go ahead and just do the whole school. Guilford County did the same thing. The state of North Carolina did the same thing. They don't mandate it now anymore. But it's this whole year, all of last year, and part of the year before. That's a long time, isn't it? So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, what's going to happen is today there's some students on a committee, and the schedule committee. And I think what they're going to do is help introduce. I can't remember. I'm going to look it up. Is it? I think it's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday elective. They're going to have the whole Rhetoric School is going to be there, and they're going to explain something to you. They're going to try a new schedule for 2 weeks in a row. Have you heard about this at all?
We saw it.
Well, somehow there was a time where somebody thought they could make the schedule could be better for our type of school, and so they got together and they came up with two plans. One's called the blue plan, one's the gold plan, and they wanted to try it out. And we won't be doing it the rest of the year. We'll just do it next week and the week after. Then we'll go back to this schedule here. But if they like it, and I don't know if they're going to like it or not, I'm going to try my best. I'm gonna always try my best, because who knows? Maybe it's something I didn't think I'd like and I did like it. But if they do, then next year they might run with that. And you have a blue week and a gold week, and blue week and gold week. And so I thought it's okay, I would just show it to you. I don't want to be the person teaching it to you, but at least it might make more sense if you hear it on Thursday the second time. And I'll try to show you how it works. They had to make a couple changes because I guess they're having a move-up day and stuff like that. But
That's right.
if we do a blue week next week, on Monday, you go to A class kind of normally, and it lasts for 45 minutes, kind of normal. So that would be normal. And then B class would also be a 45-minute class. Okay, now, then this one, elective B would be 90 minutes. Now, for whatever reason, they wanted the elective to be 90 minutes. Now, watch right here now, watch. They had to switch some of these because of a couple teachers. You know, hey, I can't teach that period because I'm doing dialectic, art or whatever. So instead of going A, B, C, D, it goes A, B, D, C. Here's a normal 45-minute class. And then here's elective A. That's also 45. And then 45, 45. And then there's a 90 again. So take a look at this. Look at A. Let's just take class A. Short, big. 45 minutes, 90 minutes. Look at C. Look at Wednesday. You don't meet A at all. You don't go to A class at all. And then you go short, short. Okay, look at B. Short, long. You don't meet at all. Short, short. Let's do class C. Short. Oops.
We forgot about
I think
the
it-
dance lesson.
I think it might be long here. Yeah. And then it's this is long. Wait a minute.
Spring formal dance.
Oh, it's a formal dance? Oh.
Okay. All right. And then
Formal dance.
wait.
Required to show up.
And then long. Wait. And then big, big. So it might be short, 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 long, long.
Wait, you were like.
Anyway, I'm gonna listen to them.
Yeah, I got COVID.
Let's do class D. Short. You don't meet at all. Long, short, short. Anyway, this except for this and this, these are kind of weird just for next week, but they're going to explain it to you as if those didn't happen. And then when you change the next week, the gold week, then you see instead of A starting out short, A starts out long. So you go long, and you go don't meet at all,
Literature for
and
an
then
hour.
long,
Oh my gosh.
then you have long, don't meet at all, and short. So you know what? All I can ask you to do is just do your best. When they explain it to you, all right, we'll try it. Okay, at least try your best.
What if we could just?
It might be something that you like.
I don't think it will be.
I don't know.
Canterbury Tales for an hour and a half. So I'm not sure.
Canterbury Tales for an hour and a half.
Oh my gosh.
So what we had to do is, as a teacher, I had to rethink. How I do my lessons because 45 minutes one kind of lesson, but 90 I can't just teach back to back 2 lessons. So I had to kind of think, am I going to chop it up into thirds or something like that? So I'm going to have to think a lot this week about how to teach next week differently. Maybe I'll do something for 30 minutes, and then you would do something for 30 minutes, and we come back and do something different for 30 minutes. Or maybe I would teach for 40, let you do some homework. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to think about how to do it, but I do want to I do want to ask you to have your best attitude about it.
Few cons.
Try not to be pessimistic about it. Say, maybe there's something good I haven't thought about. I'll give you my own. Can I give you my own advice? All right. Before this year, we had a rotating schedule, and they were like 55 or 52 minutes classes. I thought they were perfect for science. I liked 55-minute classes, and I only met 4 days a week, but I got 55 minutes every time, and I liked it. Okay, so then hang on. They announced that they were going to go to all 45-minute classes to be, I thought we were going to try to match the middle school so teachers could teach either one. Well, that didn't happen, but we still went to the 45. I told myself at first, I'm not going to like this. I don't like 45 because I like the 52 or the 55. And anyway, I end up liking this really well because guess what happened when I only met you 4 days a week? If I only met you 4 days a week and we had a Monday off, then what? I only saw you 3 days a week. And if you had sports or something, I only saw you 2. That was very hard. What we have to be careful about here is if it's a 90-minute class and you're gone that day, it's like missing 2 classes. Yes?
Are we still going to get out at 2 o'clock on Friday?
Okay, yes. So in both schedules, they have you getting out at 2 o'clock on Friday. Okay, but anyway, my own opinion is I didn't think I would like this year's schedule, but I actually like it a lot because now I meet 5 days a week, and if you happen to be gone one day or we are out on a Monday, I still see you 4 days, and I feel like I got a lot done during that week. So I had to watch myself. I had not a great attitude about going to 45-minute classes, then I tried it, and I ended up liking it. So at least have an open mind. How about that? Just be open-minded. And then they're going to ask some people for their opinions. They're going to ask some students. They're going to ask some teachers. Yes? Say it again? Okay, gold it's still full of long and short classes, but they kind of switch them around. But look at this one. Look at this one. You only have 3 major classes on a Monday. And you only have 3 major classes on a Tuesday. This is an elective. But you only have 3 of your non-elective classes. Here, you only have 3. And then here on Friday, you meet everybody. Now, you're going to get one of these, and unfortunately, because we had move-up day and the dance lessons, they're going to have to fill this in with what it would be. Right now, it's probably 90 minutes, if I had to guess. Let's see, 12:10 to 1:45. About 90 minutes. Yes. So anyway, we'll try it. We're going to see what happens. So when you hear about this on Thursday during forum, just kind of listen, all right? Just kind of be nice about it What?
Is class over?
Okay. You leave about a minute early, yeah. My clock's a minute fast anyway, so you're only going to leave. It's about a minute early.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. That's the thing I got to think about. If I stopped wearing a mask, I used to chew gum a lot, and I thought, now I don't have to worry about it as much. But now, without a mask, I say, oh, well, I want my breath. So now I got to go buy some more gum, probably.